Hey everyone, Crystal Beasts are here for Yu-Gi-Oh! The structure decks did come out and I was able to get 3 of them, so we'll be able to complete a full deck. Let's just jump right in it. We're gonna open all 3, but we'll open the first one and see all the cards. It has the card list back here, but we'll go through each card and see what's new, what's old, what's OP. So it did include a playing mat. Okay, that's Rainbow Dragon. Very nice. We got Rainbow Dragon. I'm kind of surprised at how cheap these structure decks are. They should be a little more expensive. They're $10 market price, which is crazy to me. But let's just get right in it. We got Rainbow Dragon. It's an ultimate crystal card. Special summoned by having the 7 different crystal beasts on the field or graveyard, so they cannot be in your hand. When it's special summoned, quick effect, I can send all crystal beast monsters to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000 for each monster sent to the graveyard. Then you can banish all crystal beasts from your graveyard to shuffle all cards on the field to the deck. Since you need 7 crystal beasts, if you have all 7 of the regular ones, you're not gonna have enough to send to the graveyard to gain 1,000 attack, so you'll probably use it for the secondary effect to shuffle the field. Or not. I don't know. It is an ultimate crystal card, and since it will be in your graveyard, you'll be able to use this fusion card, Ultimate Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. That was a handful. You need an ultimate crystal monster and 7 crystal beast monsters. So it must be special summoned from your extra deck during a duel. You special summoned an ultimate crystal monster. Oh, so you can't have it in your hand. You have to actually special summon it during the duel, and then you can do this by banishing the above monsters from your field and or graveyard. Yeah, so if they're all in your graveyard, you could do this card. While 7 or more are banned with crystal beast monsters with different names are banished, this card gains 7,000 attack, and it's already at 4,000. That's 11,000 attack. If this card has not battled, quick effect, you contribute this card, shuffle as many cards from the field into the deck, and then special summon any number of your banished crystal beast monsters. So that's a hard reset card. Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, you can place it in your trap card as a continuous spell. You can only use each effect once per turn. When an attack is declared involving a crystal beast monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this card, treat it as a continuous spell to special summon level 4 crystal beast monster from your deck, but negate its effects. If you do, add an ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand. So this is meant to fill pieces, I guess. It's a searcher monster. Rainbow Bridge of the Heart. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 crystal beast monster in addition to your normal summon and set. Nice, nice. You can use the effects once per turn. Each of the following effects once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy a crystal beast card you control or in your hand. If you do, add a crystal beast spell or trap to your hand from your deck. If a crystal beast monster is placed in your spell and trap card, even during the damage step, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, return both that card and this card to the hand. Crystal Bond, oldie but a goodie. Very shiny. We know what it does. Add a crystal beast monster from your deck to your hand. Then you can place a monster with a different name to your spell card zone. Only once per turn. Rainbow Overload Dragon. It just requires a 7 Crystal Beast monsters. It is treated as an ultimate crystal card. Must be fusion or special summoned by attributing a level 10 ultimate crystal monster. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Crystal Beast monster from your graveyard. This card gains attack to that banished monster until the end of this turn. Then you contribute, quick effect, you contribute this fusion summoned card to shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. Jesse and the 7 Crystal Beasts as a token. Very nice token. Jesse and Ruby. Aw, Ruby Carbuncle. And then we got Ruby Carbuncle. We know what this does when it's special summoned from Spell and Trap card zone. Not even from the Spell and Trap card zone. If it's just special summoned at all, you can special summon as many from the Spell and Trap card zone. Crystal Beasts. Amethyst Cat can attack directly. The attack damage is just half though. Emerald Tortoise. 1 monster you control that attack this turn, you can change it to defense position. Topaz Tiger, it gains 4,000 when attacking. I mean 400 during the damage step of attacking when it attacks. Amber Mammoth can say, you know, target me instead of anything else. Cobalt Eagle, you can target a Crystal Beast, place it on the top of your deck. Sapphire Pegasus, very best card. Ruby Carbuncle is also really good. When it's summoned, you can place a Crystal Beast from your hand, deck, or graveyard in your Spell and Trap card zone. Very OP card for this deck. Rainbow Dark Dragon. So we do get the dark rainbow cards. It is an ultimate crystal card. Must be special summoned by banishing 7 dark monsters with different names from your graveyard. You can banish all other dark monsters from your field or graveyard, and it gains 500 for each card. Interesting. I wonder if the dark beasts are also in here. Crystal Master. So this is the pendulum card for Crystal Beasts. Your opponent cannot target ultimate crystal monsters or Crystal Beast cards you control with card effects. Very good pendulum effect. And then Crystal Keeper is the other one. Each turn, the first time an ultimate crystal monster or crystal beast card you control will be destroyed by card effect, this turn it is not destroyed. So double protection, basically. And come on, Lord of the Striking Thunder. It is very powerful for this deck because continuous spell cards. Must be special summoned by setting 3 face continuous spell cards you control to the graveyard. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. While this card is in face-up defense position, monsters your opponent control cannot target monsters for its attacks except this one. Okay, and then we got some tech cards. Dimension Shifter. If you have no cards in your graveyard, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. Until the end of the next turn, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. This could be helpful because we do banish from our graveyard, but we have no way of banishing just random spell and trap cards that are sent to the graveyard. Not sure if we're going to include this in our deck. Contact C. When your opponent normal special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card in defense position. This card's controller cannot fusion, synchro, exceed, or link summon unless they use this card as material. Extra body on the field for defense, I guess. And the famous Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Most OP card, most played card. When a card or effect is activated, you can choose any of these effects by discarding this card to negate that effect. So if your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand, special summons from the deck, or sends a card from the deck to the graveyard, you can discard this and it negates it. Very good tech card. Put the tech cards over here. Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. When a card or effect is activated that includes any of these effects, you can discard this card and negate the activation. So an Ash Blossom Mirror, but these effects are add a card from the graveyard to the hand, deck, or extra deck. special summon a monster from your graveyard, or banish a card from your graveyard. From the graveyard. It's pretty cool, actually. Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. Reveal an ultimate crystal monster in your hand, then activate one of these effects. If you control an ultimate crystal monster, you can activate one or two of these effects in sequence instead. You do not have to reveal a monster. Okay. Take one Rainbow Bridge card or Rainbow Refraction from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Then the second effect is special summon a Crystal Beast monster card from your hand, deck, graveyard, or spell and trap card zone. So good for Ruby Carbuncle. Crystal Aegis. Target one Crystal Beast monster card you control, destroy it, then special summon a Crystal Beast token with the original type, attribute, level, attack. If a Crystal Beast is placed in your spell and trap zone while this card is in your graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card, special summon a Crystal Beast monster card from your spell and trap card zone. Once per turn effects. Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. You must have this many Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap card zone to activate and to resolve these effects. So if you have one or more, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. So probably won't have at least one. Once per turn, including the opponents, you can halve the battle damage you take. When a spell or trap card is activated, you can send the Crystal Beast monster you control to the graveyard. Negate the activation if you do destroy it. Once per turn during once per turn during your main phase, you can draw one card. 5. Once per turn during your main phase, you can target one Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap card zone. Special summon that target. Rainbow Bridge. Must have card because it's literally just a searching card. Add a crystal spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. Must be included. Crystal Beacon, we know. Summon a Crystal Beast from your deck. You have to have at least 2 in your spell and trap card though. Crystal Blessing, target 2 Crystal Beasts in your graveyard. Place those in the spell and trap card zone. Crystal Abundance, send 4 Crystal Beasts from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard. Send as many cards on the field as possible to the graveyard, then special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard, up to the number of cards sent from your opponent's field to the graveyard by this card effect. Crystal Promise, special summon from your spell and trap card zone. Crystal Tree, each time a Crystal Beast monster is placed in either player's spell or trap card zone, you can place a crystal counter on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard, take a number of Crystal Beast monsters from your deck equal to the number of crystal counters that were on this card and place them in your spell and trap card zone. Crystal Release. Equipped to a Crystal Beast monster, it gains 800 attack, and then when it's sent from the graveyard, you can place a Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone. Rare value. Must have card again. If you control 2 in your spell and trap card zone, you can choose a Crystal Beast monster in your trap, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, draw 2 cards. So basically this was Pot of Greed when Pot of Greed was banned. Rainbow Refraction. If a monster you control whose original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon, activate its effects this turn, special summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters with different names from your deck. Oh, so when it shuffles itself, you can special summon. Okay. Cool. Advanced Dark, so we do get the Advanced Dark field spell. All Crystal Beast monsters on the field and in the graveyard become dark. If an ultimate crystal monster attacks, negate the effects of the attack target during the battle phase. During damage calculation, if a Crystal Beast you control battles and would take damage, you can send a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard to take no bad damage. The Melody of Awakening Dragon. This is probably one of the oldest cards in the game because of Blue Eyes, but discard a card, add 2 dragons with 3,000 or more attack or 2,500 or less defense to your deck to your hand. It's not an or, it's an and. Foolish Burial Goods, send trap from your deck to the graveyard. that's about it. So those graveyard effects, spell and trap card zones that we had. Cosmic Cyclone, pay 1,000, banish, spell and trap card. Crystal Boon, special summon up to 2 Crystal Beast monster cards from your spell and trap card zone. If you do, gain life points equal to their combined attack. If a Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap card zone while this card is in your graveyard, even during the damage step, you can banish this card. Evacuate the top card of your deck. If it's a Crystal Beast monster, either add it to your hand or special summon it. Otherwise, send that card to the graveyard once per turn. Crystal Miracle. When a spell or trap card or monster effect is activated, destroy 1 Crystal Beast card you control. If you do, negate that activation. And if you do negate that activation, destroy the card. If a Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap card zone while this card is in your graveyard, even during the bad damage step, you can banish this card, place 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell and trap card zone once per turn. Crystal Brilliance. You can only control 1 Crystal Brilliance. Might be OP. Each Crystal Beast monster you control gains attack equal to its original defense. That's a lot. If a Crystal Beast card is placed in your spell and trap card zone, even during the damage step, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard and special summon a Crystal Beast from your hand or graveyard. Also, any damage you take this turn is halved. It's a trap card, so if you send it to the graveyard, you could still have another one waiting to just activate. It does take up your spell and trap card zones though, so be careful of that. Crystal Pair. When a Crystal Beast monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, place a Crystal Beast from your deck to your spell and trap card zone. If you do, take no battle damage for the rest of the turn. Wow. Crystal Conclave, very popular card. Once per turn, if a Crystal Beast monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a Crystal Beast from your deck. Then you can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard. Then target 1 Crystal Beast card you control and 1 card on the field, return them to the hand. You can now activate these effects in the same chain, so you better be cautious of that. Ultimate Crystal Magic. When your Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle, you can send 7 Crystal Beast cards with different names from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard. Special summon an Ultimate Crystal Fusion monster from your extra deck. This is considered a fusion summon. If a face-up Ultimate Crystal monster you control leaves the field because of the opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then place any number of Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard in your spell and trap card zone. Counter Gem. Send all cards in your spell and trap to the graveyard, and then you can place Crystal Beast cards from your graveyard in your spell and trap card zone. During the end phase, destroy all Crystal Beast cards you control. Flames. If the combined attack of all face-up monsters your opponent controls is higher than your life points, make your opponent shuffle face-up monsters they control into the deck, their choice, except monsters with 0 attack, so that the combined attack of the remaining monsters they control become less than or equal to your life points. Could be worth. Take a field spell from your deck and either activate it or add it to your hand. Wow. That sounds like a must-pick card for a lot of decks. Crystal Beast Token. Aw, it's all of them as their tokens. And a Master Duel card. So that was everything that came in the Crystal Beast deck. Pretty good cards. We're gonna make a budget deck. Complete deck using the 3 structure decks we have. So I'm gonna open these 2 and I'll tell you the deck right now. Okay, so this is what I think the best deck is if you have 3 structure decks. We have 3 copies of Crystal Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. This because it's an extra card deck and you can have 3 copies, so why not? And also it's gonna be your big boy card, and then 3 copies of Rainbow Overdragon to just fill up the extra deck. After that, we're gonna have 2 Rainbow Dragons, The reason we have two is because we're gonna also have Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, which I think is more powerful than this one because they're both ultimate crystal cards, but that one has more effects that you'll probably be using. And then 3 Sapphire Pegasus, very good card. And then we're just gonna run 1 of each Crystal Beast other than Sapphire Pegasus. We do just put them in our graveyard, banish them, then summon from the banish. So we'll just keep reusing these same 7-ish cards. We gotta have 3 copies of Ash Blossom because broken card. And then 3 copies of the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. Like I said, it is very good card. So yeah. And then for Spell and Trap cards, yeah, we'll have Crystal Conclave. This card is so good. Get you just special summon when something's destroyed. You could send it to the graveyard to return stuff back to the hand. And then we're gonna have 3 copies of Crystal Miracle. This will be your negation card, as well as activate your effects from the graveyard. So from the graveyard, you can banish it to place a Crystal Beast into your Spawn Trap card zone. So just more recycling. 3 Rainbow Bridges. This is our searcher card. Gonna be searching for all the Spell and Trap cards that we need. Just a filler card. And then 3 Awakening of the Crystal Ultimates. This is gonna be your quick play to just get into that ultimate crystal monster from your hand. Only run 1 Crystal Beacon because you do have a lot of cards here that can special summon, so we're not going to be so reliant on this card anymore. And then I just put in 2 rare values. I don't think you need 2, maybe just the 1 rare value, because you're going to be searching your deck and you're going to be placing stuff directly into your Spell and Trap card zone. So rare value used to be very good, but now that you could just place directly, it's okay. 3 Rainbow Bridges of the Heart. Continuous. Allow you to do your additional. So if you have 2 Sapphire Pegasus, you just summon both. Special summon, normal summon, whatever you want to do. Very good card. 3 Crystal Bonds. You probably don't need 3 again. We have a lot of searching and placing stuff into our Spell and Trap card zones. You could run less copies, but just in general, 3 is good. And then 3 Foolish Burial Goods. This will be used for sending your Crystal Miracle to the graveyard, as well as anything else you just have extra of. Like if you have 2 copies of Rainbow Bridge of the Heart, you don't need to place 2. You could just place 1, and then you could keep 1 in your hand in case that one gets destroyed or whatever. But you don't need like the 3rd one. You could just send it to the graveyard. And so this right here is a 41 card deck without the extra deck. I think it's pretty good. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, what could be some improvements. This is only using the cards found in the structure deck. This isn't going to be using any other cards in the game. About the pendulum cards, I would, if you don't like something, like if you want to take out a Crystal Bond, take out a Foolish Burial, you could put in 2 Crystal Masters, just so you can have some protection against card effects. I wouldn't suggest Crystal Keeper per se, only because it only does protection once, and this just keeps going on and on. The rest of the cards are okay to swap in and out. Just let me know what you guys think. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe if you would like to see more of this. All right, see you guys on the next one.